SKOL Vikings fans, what's up, you purple and gold warriors? It's time to get hyped because we're diving into some massive Vikings news that's got my blood pumping. Noticias dos Vikings news straight from the heart of Minnesota. The 2025 NFL Draft is creeping up, less than a month away, and our boys in purple are sitting with just 4 picks. Yeah, you heard that right, that's the smallest stash in the league, and it's all because of last year's wild moves to snag Dallas Turner at number 17. But here's the teaser that'll slap you awake. Could our genius GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah turn this tiny haul into a masterpiece? Now let's set the stage. Picture this. It's April 24th, Green Bay's buzzing, and the NFL Draft is live. The Vikings are on the clock with pick number 24, and every fan's holding their breath. Why so few picks? Well, rewind to last year, Kwesi went all in, trading up twice in the first round to grab J.J. McCarthy and Turner. Bold? Heck yeah. Risky? You bet. But that's the Vikings way, go big or go home. And now, with only numbers 97, 139, and 187 left in their pocket, the question is, what's the next move? Stick with me because this is where it gets juicy. Kwesi's no stranger to draft day chaos. He's like a mad scientist with a playbook. In his first draft in 2022, he traded down 20 spots in round 1, flipped picks like a pancake chef on day 2, then climbed back up. This guy's got moves. So, with just 4 picks in 2025, are we about to see another blockbuster trade? Let's break it down and figure out how the Vikings can turn this draft into a SKOL-worthy saga. Alright, fam, let's talk numbers because stats don't lie, and they're screaming at us right now. The Vikings have the leanest draft capital in the NFL. 1 first-rounder at number 24, a 3rd at 97, a 5th at 139, and a 6th at 187. That's it. Compare that to teams like the Buffalo Bills, who are sitting pretty with 10 picks. 10. It's like we brought a butter knife to a sword fight. But hold up, Kwesi knows this and he's smirking behind the scenes. He dropped a bombshell this week at the NFL's annual league meeting in Palm Beach, chatting with Tatum Everett from Vikings Entertainment Network. Every draft pick has value you can break into lots of picks, he said. If we wanted to pick 15 times, we could. 15. My heart just did a backflip. That's the kind of wild ambition that gets me out of bed in the morning. Kwesi's hinting at trading down, splitting that number 24 pick into a treasure chest of selections. More shots at glory. So what's the vibe here? Picture Kwesi at the draft table. Phone buzzing like crazy. Teams begging to jump up to number 24. Maybe the Raiders want a star corner, or the Bills need a new weapon. Who knows? The point is, the Vikings could flip that single pick into a day 2 haul, maybe snag a second-rounder or 2. What do you think, SKOL Nation? Drop your trade ideas in the comments. I want to hear your wildest predictions. Let's rewind the tape a sec. Kwesi's draft history is a roller coaster, and I'm here for it. Back in 2022, his first swing as GM, he traded down from number 12 to 32 in round 1. 20 spots. Then he zigzagged on day 2, dropping down again before clawing back up. It was chaos, but it worked. He's got a knack for this. Last year, boom, 2 trade-ups in round 1, landing McCarthy and Turner. That's our guy, fearless and unpredictable. Fast forward to 2025, and the stakes are higher. With only 4 picks, trading down feels like the smart play. Imagine this. The clock's ticking at number 24. A stud like Oregon's Derek Harmon is still on the board, but a team like the Eagles offers a 5th-rounder to move up. Kwesi could slide back to number 30, grab Harmon anyway, and pocket extra picks. That's the dream. More ammo to build this roster into a juggernaut. Here's the suspense. It all depends on the board. If a player they love, like a shutdown corner or a beastly O-lineman, falls to 24, do they stay put? Or do they trust their gut and trade back, betting they can still snag a gem later? I'm on the edge of my seat. Fam, what's your gut telling you? Hit me up in the comments. Okay, let's paint the scene. April 24th, Green Bay's rocking and the Vikings are up. The war room's buzzing, Kwesi's got his game face on, and the phone's lighting up with offers. Trading down from number 24 isn't just a hunch, it's a legit strategy. Why? Because this draft's deep, And with only 4 picks, we need quantity and quality. The Vikings could turn that 1 pick into 3 or 4, stacking the deck for J.J. McCarthy's future. Think about it. Last year's trades cost us big, 2 fifth-rounders and a 4th just to get Turner. Worth it? Heck yeah. Dude's a freak. But now we're scraping the barrel. Trading down could net us a 2nd-rounder, maybe a 3rd, giving us more swings at guys like a speedy wideout or a nasty D-tackle. The Vikings have holes to fill, depth at corner, O-line grit, and more picks mean more chances to strike gold. Here's the hook. Kwesi's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He's not locked into staying at 24. He's flexible, ready to pounce on any deal that makes sense. So, SKOL fans, what's the move? Stay and grab a star or trade back and build a dynasty? I'm dying to know your take. Let's debate it below. Let's zoom out. Free agency this month was a Vikings masterclass, and it's shaping this draft big time. We snagged studs like Ryan Kelly and Will Fries from the Colts, beefing up that O-line like never before. No more scrambling for a must-have position early. We're free to swing for the fences. Kwesi's got options, and that's a beautiful thing for us fans. He said it himself, we're going best available. That's music to my ears. With holes patched in free agency, the Vikings can grab the top talent on their board. Could be a safety like Nick Emenwari, a D-lineman like Walter Nolan, or even a sleeper wideout. No pressure to reach for need, just pure, unfiltered talent hunting. That's how you build a contender, folks. But here's the twist. With only 4 picks, every move's gotta count. Trading down could multiply our shots, but if a game-changer's sitting there at 24, do we pull the trigger? I'm torn. SKOL fam. What's your dream pick if we stay put? Drop it in the comments and let's dream big together. Time to get real. Our draft stash is thin, but Kwesi's got a plan. He told Tatum Everett, we have grand ambition. Grand ambition. That's the fire I want to hear from our GM. He's not sweating the 4-pick limit. He's plotting to flip it into something epic. Maybe it's a trade-down bonanza, maybe it's a sneaky steal at 24. Either way, I'm buying what he's selling. Picture this. The Vikings slide back from 24 to 30, snag a guy like South Carolina's Nick Emenwari, a 6 feet 3 inches, 220-pound freak who ran a 4.38 at the combine, and grab a couple day 3 picks to boot. That's depth and star power. Or maybe they flip 97 in the 3rd for a pair of 4ths. Kwesi's got the tools, he just needs the right deal to pull it off. The suspense is killing me. Will we walk away with 6 picks? 8? More? I say we won't settle for less than 6 selections by the time April 26th rolls around. What's your over/under, Vikings faithful? Throw your guess in the comments. I'm pumped to see what you think. Let's talk trade partners, because if we're moving down, someone's gotta want that number 24 spot bad. The Buffalo Bills? They've got 10 picks and a Super Bowl window. Maybe they jump for a corner like Florida State's Azariah Thomas. The Eagles? With 4 fifth-rounders, they could package a deal for a defensive steal. The Vikings could be the key to someone else's draft day heist. Imagine the call. Hey Kwesi, we'll give you 37 and 68 to hop up to 24. Boom, Vikings net a 2nd and 3rd, slide back a bit and still grab a stud. That's the kind of deal that keeps me up at night dreaming of purple glory. Teams are salivating for late first-round talent, and we're holding the golden ticket. Here's the kicker. It's all about the offer. If it's juicy enough, Kwesi pulls the trigger. If not, we stay put and take our guy. What team do you see crashing the party to trade with us? Hit me with your best guess below. I'm all ears, SKOL fam. Alright, let's dream big. What if we trade down twice? Some analysts, like Thor Nystrom, are floating wild scenarios where the Vikings slide from 24 to 26 with the Rams, then 26 to 30 with the Bills, stacking picks like a boss. End result? 4 picks in the top 132, including a 9-sack monster like Derek Harmon. My jaw's on the floor just thinking about it. It's peak Kwesi wheeling and dealing, turning 4 picks into a full-on haul. Picture Harmon wrecking QBs while J.J. McCarthy grows behind a stacked roster. That's the kind of story that'd make Vikings legends proud. 4 picks to a dynasty? I'm getting chills, fam. But here's the cliffhanger. Can he pull it off? The board's gotta align, the offer's gotta flow, everything's gotta click. Do you buy this double trade hype? Or are we dreaming too big? Spill your thoughts in the comments. I need to know where you stand. Halfway there, SKOL Nation, let's pivot to the roster. Free agency gave us flexibility, but we've still got needs. Corner depth? Shaky. O-line backups? Thin. A trade down could target guys like Kentucky's Maxwell Hairston, a ball-hawking DB with insane closing speed, or a versatile lineman like Gray Zabel. More picks, more solutions. Think about J.J. McCarthy's future. Protecting him is priority one. A guy like Zabel could slide to guard in 2025, then center later, locking down the line for years. Or maybe we grab a safety to pair with Harrison Smith's heir. The Vikings aren't desperate, but more picks let us build smarter. Here's the hook. Every extra selection is a dart at greatness. Do we need a specific spot filled? Or are we just stacking talent? I say both. What's your must-have position in this draft? Drop it below and let's build this roster together. Let's get gritty. Kwesi's got a rep for bold moves, but he's also calculated. He's not trading just to trade, he's hunting value. Last year's jumps for McCarthy and Turner cost us picks, but they were worth it. McCarthy's our QB hope, Turner's a sack machine. Now he's flipping the script, looking to stockpile. Trading down from 97 or 139 could happen too. Not just 24. Maybe we flip that third rounder for a fourth and a fifth, grabbing depth guys who stick around. The Vikings had the oldest roster in 2024 by playing time. More young blood's a must, and extra picks get us there. The tension's building. Will Kwesi go full Rick Spielman and trade like a maniac? Or keep it chill? I'm betting on a mix, smart moves, big impact. What's your vibe on his style, fam? Aggressive or cautious? Let me know in the comments. Clock's ticking. April 24th is almost here, and the Vikings are at a crossroads. Stay at 24 and grab a star, or trade down and build a squad. Kwesi's got grand ambition, and I'm all in for it. Picture this, we walk away with 6 picks, a future All-Pro, and depth for days. That's the dream, right? The board's the key. Who's there at 24? A guy like Notre Dame's Xavier Watts with 6 picks and 83 tackles in 2024 could be tempting. Or do we slide back, snag a riser, and add picks? It's a high-stakes gamble, and I'm glued to every second of it. What's your dream scenario, SKOL fans? Tease alert. What if a top 10 talent drops? Do we pounce or stick to the plan? I'm buzzing with possibilities. Hit me with your boldest prediction below. Let's talk legacy. This draft could define Kwesi's tenure. For picks to start, but a killer trade down could make him a Vikings hero. Imagine the headlines. Vikings GM turns scraps into gold. That's the story I want to tell my grandkids. How 2025 launched us to a Super Bowl. Look at the math. Teams that trade down often win long-term, more picks, more hits. The Patriots did it for years. Kwesi's got that vibe, he's not afraid to play the game. If he pulls this off, we're not just drafting players, we're drafting a future. The suspense is real. Will this be the coolest story ever? Like he said, I'm believing in it, 4 picks to greatness. Do you see Kwesi as a legend in the making? Tell me in the comments. Alright, let's zoom into Green Bay. Draft weekend's gonna be electric. The Vikings roll in with 4 picks, but I'm calling it now. We leave with at least 6. Kwesi's too slick to sit still. He's flipping 24 for a haul, maybe 97 too. Picture the crowd roaring as we stack talent. Day 1's the spark. Trade down or stand pat. Day 2's the grind. Extra picks mean extra gems. By day 3, we're sculpting a roster that's young, hungry, and SKOL ready. That's the Vikings way. Turn a challenge into a triumph. Who's your sleeper pick, fam? Here's the edge. Every move's a step toward purple domination. Kwesi's got the vision, I feel it. What's your draft day vibe, Vikings faithful? Pumped or nervous? Drop it below. Penultimate scene, fam. Let's wrap the strategy. Kwesi's mantra? Best available. With free agency wins, we're not boxed in, we're hunting alphas. Trading down could land us a Harmon, a Watts, or a Hairston, guys who change games. For picks? Nah, we're leaving with more. The Vikings faithful deserve this. A draft that ignites hope. Picture J.J. McCarthy slinging TDs, Turner chasing QBs, and a new crop of rookies balling out. That's the payoff, more picks, more playmakers. What's your hype level for this draft, 1 to 10? The final twist. What if we shock the league? A double trade, a sleeper steal, something wild. I'm ready for anything. How about you? Hit me with your craziest idea in the comments. SKOL Vikings fans, we've made it. The 2025 NFL Draft's our next battle. And Kwesi's ready to turn 4 picks into a purple miracle. From number 24 to a full-on haul, this could be the spark that lights our Super Bowl fire. I'm hyped, I'm pumped, and I'm all in. How about you? Recap the stakes. 4 picks, 1 shot, endless possibilities. Trading down feels right. More ammo for a roster reload. But if a star falls, we pounce. April 24th to 26th in Green Bay's gonna be wild. And I'm counting the seconds. What's your final call, SKOL Nation, trade or stay? Here's the deal. Smash that like button if you're fired up. Drop your boldest take in the comments. And subscribe so you don't miss a second of Vikings action. Share this with your crew. Let's get the whole SKOL fam buzzing. Until next time, keep the faith and SKOL Vikings.